I mean, from the very beginning, after I looked at all the archival footage, it was kind of a good lesson of what I didn't want to do. And I knew from the very beginning I didn't want to do a biographical film, and I didn't want to do a portrait of an artist film. I wanted our film to try to extend the narrative streams that are inherent in those photographs and are um, something, when you're standing in front of one of the prints, that you experience the visceral experience of looking at a photograph. So you're confronted with the wide view, and it's often overwhelming and it's aesthetically very seductive. And then you look in and you see, the hundreds or thousands of details that are in these photographs that are all little stories, narratives that can be picked up, that we can pick up in the medium of film and follow, and then keep coming back to the wide view. So I knew that I wanted the photographs to be the starting point, and I also wanted to do in our film what his photographs do, which is find a way of raising consciousness about the places we are responsible for but never normally get to see. These places, raising consciousness in our film and doing it in a way that was intelligent in the medium of film, because just to represent the photographs would have been a failure in some way. We had to sort of gain something in the translation, otherwise what, not on the photographs, but on the photographs in the medium of film, otherwise what would be the point? I guess I describe it as Bertinsky is the author of everything in the film rather than the subject, which is different. I mean, he really is the author of everything you see, comes from his perspective, but he's not right there in the middle of it. Peter and I spent a lot of time talking about how to saturate the viewer in the world of Bertinsky and how to translate the photographs into film. And it was really, we'd never been to these places before. Ed had shot there before. We had seen some photographs, but we're on the ground. We have 2 days in one location, sometimes half a day, sometimes a day. And it's this, how are we going to represent this in a way that works in film and also can tell those stories that are so important to me. The humanity that is behind the huge edifices of this industrial revolution that underpins it. We had to be able to show that, to show people in this environment and how they're dwarfed by the machines that we have created. And so it was always, often we just started with the same frame as Ed. And then we would extrapolate. So he would get his photograph and then we would put our long lens on and do all of this exploration.